It's Tuesday night and we invite you to a decidedly informal time, where anyone under the sun is unlikely to drop in at any time to talk things over with Archie. The people we're sure are going to be here are not very many. Starring Zach Cassidy as Finnegan, Megan Klodnicki as Miss Duffy, and AJ Carey as Archie the manager, join us, won't you, to Duffy's Tavern. Hello, Duffy's Tavern with elite meat to eat. Today's special pig's pickled feet. Archie the manager speaking, Duffy ain't here. Oh, hello, Duffy. Hey, guess who's coming down tonight? The man who made musical criticism a household word. No, not President Truman. That wasn't no household word. No, it's Deems Taylor. Deems. Deems. You know, like Deems Dem and Does. You never heard of him? Don't worry, sure the kids at home haven't either. Well, he's an institution. He's to music what our gratin is to cheese. Look, Duffy, remember when we used to turn on the radio and listen to those dull concerts? Well, he was that guy who'd liven him up with that dull talk. Yeah, that's the guy. The guy from the Philharmonica. It was his job to blab about what was happening on stage. Sort of a combination of a stool pigeon and a peepin' Tom. Huh? Oh, yes, very distinguished. Austere, in fact. Dignified. Aristocratic. Bald-headed. Oh, yeah, bald as a bat. He's the only actor on television allowed to show more skin than Dagmar. Well, he's coming down tonight to hear an opera I had wrote for television. Hey, a crude, vulgar sound like that don't make you no Deems Taylor. Talk to you later, Duffy. And no one seems to like television anymore. Well, let's see here. I should check out this opera to see if I made any mistakes. Act 1. The curtain rises. Oh, that was your first mistake. Quiet, Eddie, I'm composing. As the opera opens, the Duke has lost his entire fortune. As he comes home from his mother's funeral, he learns that his son has been run over by a beer truck. So, wrecked with fever and malaria, he walks into his house. He finds his wife in the arms of his best friend. So, turning to the audience, he stabs himself with his dagger, all while singing, "Oh, what a beautiful morning." Nah, that part's all right. I just wonder what I should call this. Hey, Eddie, what should I name this opera thing? Lohengrin? Yeah, that sounds a bit corny, doesn't it? How about Pagliacci? Nah, don't sound like a name that'll catch on. Figaro? Don't be silly, that's a fertilizer. That just means we're getting close. Yeah, hey, what'd you mean by that? Get out of here. If I wanted a lousy criticism, I'll wait for Deems Taylor to get here. Who's Deems Taylor? Who's Deems? He happens to be such a big name in the music world, he has his own key to the washroom at the Met. That's one guy who knows everything there is to know about music. Yeah? Well, then why ain't he got his own band? Well, Eddie, he's a critic. He ain't got no talent himself. He's just an authority. He tells other people what's wrong with them. He can take any opera, say like Tannenbaum. He can tell you how many notes there are on page 16. Well, suppose nobody asked him. Deems is the type of man who'll tell them anyway. He can tell you anything about any composer you can think of, living or dead. Well, how about Mozart? Dead.
Hi, Archie.
Speaking of the dead, Clifton Finnegan.
Say, Archie, what you writing?
I'm knocking out an opera.
You think you could use a good soprano?
Who's the soprano?
Me.
Finnegan, in order to be a soprano, you gotta be a dame.
Oh, then it wouldn't be worth it.
You, a singer?
What's the matter, Arch? I've been practicing. You want to hear me sing up the scale?
Perish forbid.
Alright, listen. Do, 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 do.
That was, up the scales, huh? Leave me hear you sing down.
Do, 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 do.
Well, his voice ain't bad, but he has a terrible sense of direction.
Well, Arch, you can't have everything.
Look, who learned you to sing like that? Miss Duffy?
No, it wasn't Miss Duffy. I learned it by listening to the Boyds.
To the Boyds?
Well, naturally. Boys can sing better than anybody.
What are you talking about? People can sing rings around Boyd's anytime.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Take Lily Paunch. She can hit an F above a high C.
While balancing herself on a telephone wire?
Well...
Or scratching herself behind the ear with her left leg?
Oddly specific, but you made your point. Nothing the hard way. Now please, leave me to continue my masterpiece. Now then, let me see.
Oh, hi, Archie.
This is why George Frederick needed handles. Hi, Miss Duffy. Now please, don't bother me, I'm composing. As the curtain goes up, revealing the second credenza, our hero enters.
You know, Archie, everything you write always has a stamp of your personality on it. It's always so... what's the word?
Individual?
No.
Unique?
No.
Imaginative?
No.
Oh, then I'm afraid your vocabulary is lousy.
That's the word. Lousy. Now, if you ask me...
Well, I ain't asking ya. What do women know about composing music anyhow?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Can I take part in this conversation?
All right, Finnegan, what do you want to say?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that throws a different light on it, doesn't it? Miss Duffy, I defy you if you can name me one great women composer who was a member of the female sex.
A great woman composer. Joan Sebastian Bach.
Well, her, yeah, but that's just one. Let me see you name another.
Paderewski.
Nope, Paderewski was a guy.
I am referring to his mother. She was a woman.
What does that got to do with anything?
Who do you think nagged him so he'd learn to play the piano?
Why do I even waste my time?
Archie, you seem to forget that I have a musical background.
Yeah, only when you're standing in front of a jukebox. Where'd you get a musical background?
My grandfather.
Your grandfather.
Yeah, he was a musician.
He was an organ grinder using a hurdy-gurdy. Some musician.
Just a minute. In Daniel Webster's dictionary, a musician is defined as one who produces music.
So?
What do you think came out of that hurdy-gurdy? Chopped liver?
Okay, so your grandfather was another Mechmananov.
He was better. I'd like to see how good Rachmaninoff could play with a cop chasing him down the street.
Or sitting on a telephone wire, scratching behind his ear with his left leg. That's your big musical background, huh?
What about Papa?
What about him?
He's always singing.
Your father always singing?
Certainly. Every time he's in the bathtub.
Oh, then it'd be better if he sang more often.
Oh, yeah? Have you ever heard him sing Sweet Adeline?
Only once. It was a duet with a lamppost. The lamppost sounded better. Now please, Miss Duffy, beat it. I have to get back to my creative mood. Cue the commercial so I can work.
You know, Archie, I'm not just your get-out-of-work-free card.
And I wasn't Daddy's little draft deferment, but here we are.
Today's a special announcement more than an ad proper. We are extending our Patreon contest. For those who haven't heard, Retro Static Radio is holding a contest on their Patreon for anyone who's a patron at any tier. The contest is simple. In 1 month, anyone who's a patron will be assigned a number, and a random number generator will randomly generate a number, and whoever's number gets randomly generated wins the all-new posters currently being finalized. You can see some sneak peeks on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. A special thank you to Lindsay Hatch for doing the new title designs. Yes, she's also a wonderful tattoo designer as well. And now back to the pedestrian operatic stylings of Archie. Oh boy.
Now time to finish this opera before Deems gets here. Now let's see. As the curtain goes up, the Duke has stabbed everybody on stage. So not wishing to go out into the audience, he now stabs himself. As he gasps for breath, he pulls up his sleeve. To his surprise, he sees a birthmark. It's the Salisbury strawberry. "Egad," he yells, "I am my own half-brother." Hey, Mr. Archie? Yeah, Eddie? You want to taste this soup to see if it's all right? It tastes all right to me.
I don't know what it is, but you're slurping that soup in E flat.
Why, it's Deems Taylor! Deems, good to see you at the tavern again. How's the old place look to you?
Well, now I know how Orpheus felt in Hades.
This I ain't acquainted with. Have you any other observations?
I do have to compliment you on one thing.
Oh, what's that?
The way you've organized the customers in such neat piles.
Yeah, I know. I suppose you're used to the Metropolitan, where they sleep sitting up. But don't underestimate this place, Deems. You know something?
What?
Irving Berlin himself sat at that very table, and he himself wrote that music right there on that tablecloth.
Oh, that's what it is on the tablecloth. Let me see. Ouch!
What happened?
One of the half notes crawled off the table and bit my hand.
Oh, guess that was just professional jealousy.
Well, this has been very delightful, but now I think I'll go.
Go? But you just got here.
Can you think of a better time?
But we ain't even chit-chatted, Deems. Tell me what you been doing. You're working on FM now, right?
FM?
Yeah, television. You should be great on it.
Well, to be frank, I am rather photogenic.
Well, everybody's scared at first. I understand that even when Milton Berle started, his hair stood right on. You wouldn't have to worry about that.
Archie, please. I'm a little sensitive about my departed pompadour.
Oh, sorry.
It's a sad chapter in my life.
Then leave us talk about it.
Thank you.
Not at all. We'll just talk about, something else. But how did you get so bald?
Well, I gave my hair to my profession. Yes, I was attending a rehearsal for a premiering Native American opera, and, well, I fell asleep. Rude, I know, but when I woke up, I was scalped. I wouldn't be so upset, but I couldn't afford to buy it back from the man playing William Shirley.
Well, you can't say it wasn't thorough. But I am being a thoughtless host. How about a bite to eat? Eddie, take Mr. Taylor's order.
What do you have, Eddie?
Would you like the 30-cent dinner or the 50-cent dinner?
What's the difference?
With the 50-cent dinner, you get a fly swatter.
Get me the 50-cent dinner. I may need the exercise.
Hey Arch, who's the corn dog with eyebrows?
Finnegan, come here. That's Deems Taylor, and he's very sensitive about his hair, or lack thereof. So whatever you do, don't talk about hair with him.
You can trust me there, Arch. Deems Taylor, as I live and breathe.
Oh, you can do both, can't you? Simultaneously, too.
Nice day today, isn't it?
Yes, I suppose it is.
And you're looking well.
Why, thank you.
Tell me, who does your scalp?
Finnegan!
What's the matter? Did I let it slip?
Just talk about something else. Talk about music.
Alright, hey Deems. Why do I always get you confused with Spike Jones?
Because you're a joik.
Oh, that's it! I couldn't put my finger on it.
No, Archie, you're much too intolerant. Finnegan has to be treated with understanding, patience. Finnegan, my friend, Spike Jones is an exponent of jazz and musical burlesque, while I, on the other hand, is what they consider a long hair.
Would you do? Leave it at home?
Archie, what was that word you used a moment ago?
Joik.
That's right, thank you. Finnegan, you're a joik. Beat it.
Attaboy, Deems.
Well, Archie, that is a surprise. I knew you had a piano in this place, but I didn't know it was a baby grand.
I beg your pardon.
Deems, this is Miss Duffy.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah, the piano's over there in the corner, with the shapely legs.
So you're Deems Taylor, the well-known critic.
Why, yes, that's right.
So what do you have to be so critical about?
That's his job, Miss Duffy. The guy criticizes music.
Why? Do you hate music?
No, I love it.
Then why criticize it?
Well,
Why not criticize architecture?
really? I haven't the slightest interest in architecture.
That's right. Throw Katrinka Yarbuckle's mother out of work.
Katrinka Yarbuckle's mother?
She's a steeplejack.
How did Katrinka Yarbuckle get into this?
Oh, I suppose she's not welcome just because she's from Lithuania.
Miss Duffy, look. I'm only trying to tell you that my field is music.
So what's wrong with the music from Lithuania?
Miss Duffy, please. let's drop the subject and go on to something, I say, more important.
Well, I know what you mean, but you're much too old for me. In fact, you remind me of my father.
Well, then we're even. You remind me of my father. Look, Miss Duffy, you've now been exited. Goodbye. Deems, I got another surprise for you. Oh, good. Another. Now, I suppose a lot of morons come up to you with you wanting to look at the operas. Oh, that's right. Where's yours?
Right here! And it's the first opera ever wrote for television. It's years ahead of its time.
I can wait.
Oh, but I can't. So why don't you take it into the corner and read it all quiet-like?
Oh, couldn't I scream just once?
Well, if the mood seizes ya.
Now you say you wrote this opera for television.
You betcha.
What are you trying to do, bring back radio? Say, Archie.
Yes, sir, Mr. Taylor.
It says here in the opera that it was written by Archie. Is that you?
Of course. I figured Archie was too plain for an opera, so I adopted a musical name. You know, a metronome. So, Deems, you look over the opera?
Yes.
What'd you think?
Well, considering the fact you've never went to school, it's horrible.
Look, Deems, you're just looking at the raw music. It'll look better when you hear yourself singing it.
I would rather drop dead.
Not until the second act. Well, what do you say? Will you sing it?
No.
Deems, I got 23 more bald-headed jokes.
You have?
Yeah.
Toreadoro dos.
Attaboy, Deem. Glad to have you in the cast. Now here, Finnegan, Miss Duffy, here's your parts. And Fats, our pianist, you is the orchestra. Overture, please. Thank you. Ladies and gents, I am honored to present a new opera written by me esteemed self. This opera tells the story of an ancient and royal Italian family named De Pastos, and their enemies, De Antipastos. The part of Prince Cacciatore Pasto will be sung by Mr. Deems Taylor, our eminent contemporary and mezzo barracuda. The part of his sweetheart, Princess Vermicelli Antipasto, will be sung by the well-known lyric falsetto and popular cashier and girl after men about town, Miss Duffy. And now the house lights dim, and the curtain rises on the first libretto.
Oh, Cacciatore, how can I live without you?
Oh, Vermicelli, I'm so mad about you.
Oh, moon,
Oh, do.
eagle god.
Boy, is this bad.
Please, Mr. Taylor, tonight you are not a critic. You are a broken-down opera singer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Granted.
Oh, what a tragedy.
This you are telling me.
Dear, shall we laugh or cry?
You laugh and I'll cry.
Ha, 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 ha.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Ha, ha, ha.
Ho, ho, ho.
Some
Such
tragedy.
Oh, Archie,
Yeah?
this music is La Dande Mobile.
Thanks. And it gets even better. Continue, orchestra.
Oh, princess, a man cometh through the forest.
It's my trusty servant, an old family container.
Oh, princess, whither art thou?
I wither up here, wither up there. Whither art thou? What hice you hence?
I come tiding sad bearings. I come citing bad tearing. I got news for you. Princess, the old man, the Baron Gorgonzola Antipasto, approaches forthwith. He has found out you are in love with the son of, the mortal enemy.
Oh, quickly, Cacciatore, we must flee! Flee, 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 flee! Such tragedy!
It is too late to flee, my love. Look, your father comes. Well, where's our old man?
Finnegan, it's you. You're her father, too.
Right. What are you doing with this son of a man I hate, Prince Cacciatore? Whither is your father?
I wither right here, Antipasto. Wouldst make out of it?
Now please, no scenes, Pops.
Pasto, I hate you.
Antipasto, I hate you.
I hate you.
And I hate you.
I hate you more than you hate me.
Oh no, you don't.
Oh yes, I do. We hate each other with a long back feud.
Antipasto,
Yes, Pasto?
didst thou bringest thou swordst?
I didst.
Wouldst fightst?
I wouldst.
Then, sir, on guardst.
Stop them, Cacciatore, before they sunder each other from limb to limb.
I cannot, Vermicelli, else they would sunder me.
Then I will stop them, though it cost me my blood life.
Gazooks! The princess has run betwixt us on stage left. Okay, Miss Duffy, there's your cue. Drop dead.
Oh. Eek!
'Tis her death rattle. I fear I have stabbed your daughter to the quick.
No, Pasto. Thee have stabbed thine own daughter.
Yea, verily.
Yea,
What's dire lieu dost they saith thou, man?
'tis the truth I speak, Pasto. I am the old nurse, and when the prince and princess were mere babes in arms, I mixed them up one day.
Thou mixedst them up?
Yeah, I mixed them up. I got them all mixed up. I couldn't tell them apart, so I got them all mixed up.
Then, Vermicelli, I am you.
Yes, Cacciatore, and I am you.
And he is she.
And she is he. And T for two, and two for T. Fats, please. Don't massacre this noble music. Now go ahead, Miss Duffy. Will you please resume dying?
Oh, Cacciatore, I am dying. My tide is ebbing fast away.
Princess, por favor, please don't leave me.
I'm sorry, my prince, but the time has come when I must die.
Tell us why.
For Gabriel blows his horn at I.
Please don't die.
Oh, princess, don't leave me like this.
I've got to go.
Oh, no, no, no.
Yes, I must go.
Oh, no, no, no.
Yes, I must go.
Oh, no, no, no.
That she is not the only one. There goes Deems.
He's had all he can stand, it seems.
Come back, Deems.
No, Archie, I must leave me things. But first I'd like to say that this here opera stinks.
Deems, come back, Deems.
Oh, it's never a dull moment down at Duffy's Tavern. That was the end of tonight's broadcast with a special impression of Deems Taylor. Next week, we return with a tale of macabre suspense and The Burning Court. If you enjoy the broadcast of Retrostatic Radio, please become a patron at patreon.com, which has tiers including upcoming table reads, live hangouts on Discord when applicable, and even voting to see which shows continue on in Season 2. If you want to become a sponsor or a producer for the station, email us at retrostaticradio@gmail.com to discuss our special offers and rates. Sharing is caring, so please follow, share, and subscribe. We're on every major social media outlet like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. This concludes our broadcast day.